through Guru. So yesterday we read about a great soul. A great soul can remove the darkness from our heart and give us the transcendental bliss. But for that, what we need? We need the faith for Krishna. We need the faith. When the faith will have full faith on Krishna, that time the Shraddha will come. When the Shraddha will come, then we'll be able to know Krishna fully. And that way we'll get that spiritual happiness, spiritual joy in the platform of Suddha Satya, which is very important in this life, because this life is human life. We is the highest here where we have consciousness. The other species, the consciousness is less. Compared to that, human life has we have full consciousness. Through consciousness, we can connect to Krishna. Therefore, today we'll read that happiness in three modes of material nature: mode of goodness, mode of passion, and mode of ignorance, and how the happiness is different in these three modes of material nature. Let's share the verse. Today's verse is so I will start the verse. Yattadagre visham eva pariname mratopadam tat sukham sadvikam proktam atma buddhi prasadajam. Devotees, we have just four. We are four here, so each of us can read. Nick Prabhuji would like to read the verse. Hare Krishna. Nick Prabhuji would like to read.
Hare Krishna.
Would you like to read the verse, please?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yata da agri visama eva praname praname
Amritopamam.
amipropamam
Yes.
tat
Tat sukham.
sukham
Tat sukham.
tat sukham
Satvikam proktam.
satvikam prokam
Atma buddhi
atma buddhi
prasadayam.
prasadayam.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Devotees, please read. Would like to read?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, please.
Yat tat agre vishamiva pariname mrutopamam tat shukam satvikam proktam atma buddhi prasadajam. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
I can read.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yattadagre vishamiva pariname amritopamam tatsuktam satvikam proktam atma buddhi prasadajam.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So devotees would like to read the synonyms and translation. Would like to read.
Mataji, if no one available, I can read now.
Yes, yes, Mataji, please read. You can read the synonym translation and purport. It's fine.
Sure, Mataji.
Or otherwise, I think Nick Prabhuji would like to. Nick Prabhuji, you can read the purport.
Yeah.
Mataji can read synonyms and translation. Yes.
Synonyms: yet, which, tat, that, agre, in the beginning, vishamiva, like poison, pariname, at the end, amruta, nectar, upamam, compared to, tat, that, sukham, happiness, satvikam,
Sorry.
no problem, Mataji. Satvikam, in the mode of goodness, proktam, is said, atma, in the self, buddhi, of intelligence, prasadajam, born of satisfaction. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. That which in the beginning may be just like poison, but at the end is just like nectar, and which awakens one to self-realization, is said to be happiness in the mode of goodness. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Purport.
In the pursuit of self-realization, one has to follow many rules and regulations to control the mind and the senses, and to concentrate the mind on the self. All these procedures are very difficult, bitter like poison, but if one is successful in following the regulation and comes to the transcendental position, he begins to drink real nectar and he enjoys life. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Would you like to say something about this purport, Prabhuji?
Yeah, for me, it just like really touches because I'm still pretty new, and for a while I, tried doing like following all the rules and everything, and I was doing very well, and then I fell off for a little bit, and then I came back, and just all this whole section just really is bringing me back and everything. It is definitely hard to stop doing certain things, and it does feel like poison, but I know it's for the better. And I was just telling my wife actually, since I've been doing these classes and everything, I've just been feeling a lot better and a lot lighter, and like what I'm doing has more purpose because at the end of the day, it's for Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Very nice, Prabhuji. Very encouraging what you said. Yes, Prabhu. It's very common that sometimes our carb goes up and down on the hill. But we are all trying to be perfect in Krishna conscious life. And definitely, if we keep trying, Krishna definitely will reciprocate because he is very, very merciful. So if a devotee is seriously trying, he definitely help them. So you are on right track, Prabhuji. So keep associating with the devotees and discuss the scriptures together. Definitely, you will all progress together. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. It's a very important point you said. So we'll go
Thank
to
you.
the
Hare
next
Krishna.
verse. Thank you. We'll go to the next verse. So read two verses together, then all together I'll discuss. So this verse is 18.38. विषयान्द्रिय संयोगात् यत्तद् अग्रे मृतोपमं परिणामे विषम इव तत्सुखं राजसंस्मृतम्. Devotees, please read. Today, very less devotees has joined. Anand Prabhuji would like to
Hare
read.
Krishna Mataji. I'll try
Yes,
Mataji.
yes, please.
Vishayendriya samayoga yattad agre mrutopamam pariname visham iva tatsukam raja samsmrutam. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, please.
विषयेन्द्रिय संयोगात् यत्तद् अग्रे अमृतोपमं परिणामे विषमेव तत्सुखं राजसं स्मृतम्. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. So, would like to read the synonym translation and purport? Raghu Prabhu, you can read the 3 synonyms translation and purport. Then we can
Okay,
discuss.
Mataji. Vishaya of the objects of the senses, Indriya and the senses, Samyoga from the combination, yeah, which, that, agree in the beginning, Amrita Pamam, just like nectar, Pariname at the end, Vishamiva, like poison, that, Sukham, happiness, Rajasam, in the mode of passion, Smritam is considered. That happiness which is derived from the contact of the senses with their objects and which appears like nectar at first, but poison at the end is said to be of the nature of passion. Purport: a young man and a young woman meet, and the senses drive the young man to see her, to touch her, to have sexual intercourse. In the beginning, this may be very pleasing to the senses, but at the end or after some time, it becomes just like poison. They're separated, or there is divorce, there's lamentation, there's sorrow, etc. Such happiness is always the mode of passion. Happiness derived from a combination of senses and the sense objects is always a cause of distress and should be avoided by all means. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, you can, if you briefly just explain.
You want me to? Okay. Yeah, this particular verse is opposite of the other one. First one was uh, mode of goodness was starting out that all the rituals and rules and regulations and getting up in the morning and so on and so on. All those things will be like poison at first. But then you have to get used to the procedure, and gradually you'll find that you're getting away from all the material activities, the sense gratification, all the difficulties in life, and you find real nectar when you keep on advancing in that. Now here it's the opposite. Here it's everything is divided is based on the uh, sensual acts of of people. You have a boy and a girl, man and woman. They meet, they touch, they develop passionate feelings for each other. Then they go on to have intercourse and so on and so forth. But then that type of happiness is only temporary. It's not a, it's not the type of intercourse in a marriage where sanctioned by praying to Krishna, not that type. This is something that's outside the marriage, and it's more passionate. And so initially that'll seem very pleasing, but then their problems come about. They may have to divorce. They might more and more problems come about, and then they have to separate or divorce or whatever it is. So it just leads to problems. That's what the point here is, that it leads to more and more problems and distress, and we don't know what else. So this Prabhupada is saying, and obviously telling us, avoid it at all costs. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah, very nicely explained about this. First, it seems passion, happiness in passion, mode of passion is like, first it seems like it's a nectar, but at the end it will be poison. Like when all the charms are gone, then it's a realization will come up. Like why? It was initially it was so good. It was like very, it's like a honeymoon phase, and then when it's gone, those all bodily requirements, um, bodily attractions are gone, then it's like a poison, because the relationship has, there is no actually basically no relationship, it's just like bodily needs. So that's why it's called mode of passion. And so as Prabhupada giving here, the divorce, separation, etc. happens. So that is in mode of passion. Now we'll go to mode of ignorance. So happiness in mode of ignorance, which is only darkness, only illusion in mode of ignorance. So 18.39, who would like to read the sloka? Then quickly we'll read the synonyms and translation and purport, then we'll discuss. Who would like to read the sloka? Anand Prabhuji would like to read the sloka?
Mataji, I am driving, Mataji.
Sorry.
Few minutes,
It's
Mataji.
okay. No, it's okay, Prabhuji. It's okay.
Okay.
I'm just starting. यदग्रे चानुबन्धे च सुखं मोहनमात्मना निद्रलस्य प्रमादोत्थं तत्तामसमुदारितम्. Who would like to read? Sunita Mataji and
Yes, Mataji.
Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Yad agre chanubandhe cha sukam mohanam atmanaha nidralasya pramadottaham tat tamasam udahrutam. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Mataji. You can also read the synonyms and translation.
Sure, Mataji. Synonyms. Yet, that which. Agre, in the beginning. Cha, also. Anubandhe, at the end. Cha, also. Sukam, happiness. Mohanam, illusory. Atmanaha, of the self. Nidra, sleep. Alasya, laziness. Pramada, an illusion. Uttam, produced of. Tat, that. Tamasam, in the mode of ignorance. Udahrutam is said to be. Translation by Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada ki jai. And that happiness which is blind to self-realization, which is delusion from beginning to end, and which arises from sleep, laziness, and illusion is said to be of the nature of ignorance. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much. Nick Prabhuji, you would like to read the purport?
Yes, I can read that.
Yes, please.
One who takes pleasure in laziness and in sleep is certainly in the mode of darkness, ignorance, and one who has no idea how to act and how not to act is also in the mode of ignorance. For the person in the mode of ignorance, everything is illusion. There is no happiness, neither in the beginning or at the end. For the person in the mode of passion, there might be some kind of
Ephemeral.
ephemeral,
Yeah.
ephemeral happiness in the beginning and at the end, distress. But for the person in the mode of ignorance, there is only distress, both in the beginning and the end. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you for reading this. So this is this purport, and in this translation, and in this verse, Krishna is telling Arjuna about the happiness in mode of ignorance. Actually, this is not at all happiness. It's just delusion, illusion and delusion both. And so this is not at all happiness. It's not at the even at the beginning or at the end. So let's discuss about these three verses together. So here we're overviewing the happiness in three gunas in this chapter Bhagavad Gita 18.37 to 39. So in these three verses, verse 18.37 discuss about sattvic happiness. So this happiness actually begins like poison, as Prabhupada says, Krishna is telling to Arjuna, but ends like nectar. So let's give some example why it says, why Krishna is telling Arjuna it begins like poison, because we have to be disciplined. So discipline in life is very important, and to be disciplined is not easy. As for example, waking up in the morning, early morning, waking up, and then sleep in the before 10 a.m. 10 p.m. is very very important, so that we can wake up in the morning and start our day with morning japa, start our day with worship in the DT room, reading scriptures, any scriptures, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, any other Prabhupada's books. So it is very important to discipline our life, and that's why it is not easy. It looks like a poison. So, as for example, when we take medicine, the medicine, is it sweet? Medicine is not sweet, it's bitter. But why we take the medicine? To cure our disease. So the same thing here. We are taking the discipline, we are controlling our mind, and it looks like a poison. It's not very palatable, but it will cure the disease. And what's the disease? The disease is materially entangled in this material world, and we forgot Krishna. That is our disease. So therefore we need the medicine, and the medicine is chanting of the holy name, doing
Emma?
devotion. Yes, you're saying something. Anyone is saying anything?
Valley Ramat.
And yes, so devotional service is very important. Through our devotional service, we able to do Krishna devotional service, able to awaken our consciousness. And when we awaken our consciousness, then we will be able to connect to Krishna. So living entity and Krishna is connected by our consciousness, the soul, because we are living. Why? We have the consciousness. We are the soul, not the body. And we are living because we have the consciousness. So through consciousness, if we connect to Krishna, then we'll get the real happiness. To how to connect to Krishna? Through disciplined life, to following regulative principles. So Prabhupada says about the regulative principles, 4 regulative principles: no meditating, no gambling, no intoxication, no unnecessary relationship, illegal relationship. So those are the 4 regulative principles can discipline us, as well as controlling our mind. So unnecessary things we do not want in life. We want simple living, high thinking. And what is the high thinking? Not getting a big car, or not a big house, or a very big job. High thinking is to get the prema for Krishna, love for Godhead. That is the high thinking. Whereas we live simply. Whatever required, minimum requirement, that one is enough for our this life. But focus on Krishna. It's easy to say, but it's hard to follow. That's why we need Sadhu Sangha, great soul. Yesterday we read about that. Sadhu Sangha, Senior Devotees Association, Association of Prabhupada's books, Association of Shiksha Guru, Diksha Guru. They will guide us with their mercy, with their guidance. It is possible to discipline our life, and that way our living entity will be self-realized. What is self-realized? Means we are not the body but the soul. We are eternal. We are the part and parcel of Lord Krishna. Our requirement is minimum, should be minimum in this material world, whereas our focus should be doing devotional service for Krishna. And as a grihastha, We have prescribed duties. We cannot neglect our prescribed duties. We should have done our duties every day. We cannot escape from that. But at the same time, we need to keep our mind control, and means do not hanker for unnecessary things. Through controlling their mind, our mind will help us, and that way it leads to lasting spiritual joy. When we self-realized, the spiritual joy, the bliss will come, and through that bliss, mind should be fully focused to Krishna. When the mind is fully focused to Krishna, Krishna will give us that intelligence to know Him fully, without any doubt, full faith. And that stage, a pure devotee who is in the pure goodness, they will have that bliss, that spiritual joy. They will enjoy that happiness which is eternal. It will not end anytime. So, starting with poison, like why you have to do so much maintain regulative principles? Why I cannot do this? My other friends are enjoying doing party over the weekend. Why I have to go to the temple? Why I have to attend the satsang program? So those things I'm not then will not going to ask. Rather will go to the temple. Rather will take the sangha of sadhus. That way, that spiritual bliss will be very, very tangible, very, very helpful, and make us very happy. So here in this verse, Krishna is telling in 7.1 to Arjuna, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Maya Sakta Mana Partha Yogam Unjanmadasraya Asam Sayam Samagramam Yatha Gyasya Shrinu. The translation is, the Supreme Personality of Godhead said, now hear, O son of Pritha, how by practicing yoga in full consciousness of me, with mind attached to me, you can know me in full, free from doubt. So Krishna is telling to Arjuna that full consciousness of practicing yoga, which is bhakti yoga. In the next slokas, Sri Krishna will explain that bhakti yoga with full consciousness of me, with mind attached to me. So the mind will be attached to Krishna. The mind should not attach to the material thing. So that way, Krishna says that Arjuna can know him in full, and which will be free of any doubt. Because we have doubt. And why we have doubt? When we are in distress condition, that time we need to test ourselves whether we have faith on Krishna 100%. When we are happy, okay, we are happy. Oh, Krishna, I'm happy, I'm getting this. But when we are in distress, are we depend on Krishna? Are we that time thinking, oh, Krishna will protect us? No worries. If then, are we praying to Krishna? Krishna gave me the strength so that this bad time I can overcome. I shall pass this bad time with your help, Krishna. I know you can help me. I know I have full trust on you. Did we say that during when we are distressed? That we have to check whether we have faith, full faith on him, that Krishna will protect us. So that is important. When that faith will come, that 100% faith, that time a pure devotee who are always in Krishna consciousness, that pure devotee will feel that spiritual joy. So now we'll go to the next verse, which is Rajasic happiness. What Prabhu explained nicely about the mode of passion. That happiness begins like a nectar, ends like poison. Yes, like in a boy and girl relationship, like when they first meet, they are like always thinking about the boy, thinking about the girl thinking about the boy. They are very excited, thinking. And after a few years, maybe they get married, and then okay kind of feelings. Oh, it's okay. And then after 5 6 years, when they have children, it's like fighting. So not that nectar is gone, and poison is coming. Like because it's like all the attachment, attraction, bodily need. So that's why it's temporary. And so that's why it begins like a nectar. Oh, it's so nectarian. Oh, I'm in love. I am so happy, etc., etc. But after years, it's fade out because it's temporary. But when Krishna, if we love Krishna, the nectar is nectar, and the nectar will increase day by day, with reading, with service, with knowing Krishna. The nectar will come, will go in our heart, and that one actually will take with us in our next life. Only the bhakti, only that one will go with us in our next life, nothing else. And then this rajasic happiness derived from sense gratification, as we discussed. It's our senses, to fulfill our senses. This happiness, we need that happiness. Everyone in this world actually wants happiness. Who wants sorrow? Who wants bad time? Everyone wants happiness. But happiness in this material world is not existed. These are all temporary happiness. Today I am happy, tomorrow again something will come and I'll be unhappy. But Krishna consciousness, real nectarian happiness is through Krishna consciousness. So the acharyas, the devotees who are always in Krishna consciousness, like Haridas Thakur, Srila Haridas Thakur, he chanted 22 hours but in a day and night total. In 24 hours he chanted 22 hours, 2 hours he slept. So Srila Haridas Thakur, that's why he called as Namacharya, because he is the Acharya of the holy names. He always chanted the holy names. When the prostitute came, Lakshahira, when she came to allure him, actually she is Maya Devi in the form of Lakshahira, prostitute. She came to test Haridas Thakur, the pure devotee of the Lord. She came to test, but Haridas Thakur says, no, not now. I'll fulfill your desire, but let me finish my rounds. Then I will give you, I will fulfill your desire. Just give me time to finish my round. Again next day comes, and Lakshahira is waiting. And at the end, with the influence of a pure devotee, a great soul, the Lakshahira, she turned to become a devotee. She left everything and became a devotee under the influence of a great soul like Haridas Thakur. So that is the power of a great soul. That is the power of a pure devotee of the Lord who can transform one non-devotee to devotee. So here also that the happiness in the mode of passion is always give temporary pleasure and which give us suffering. And it's also create attachment and karma, because we are attached. Like in mode of passion, the happiness, like getting a big house, some people are very happy. Oh, I got a big house, or I got this much, I got this name, fame, adoration, I got this thing. I'm so happy, I'm so renowned person in this world. But these are all temporary, and that's attached. That is actually creates attachment. But our goal is to attach with the Lord and detach with the material world. But detachment is not like completely detached. Definitely we have to do our karma. We should have our house, we should have our family, children, but our main focus is Krishna. So next we'll go to tamasic happiness, and we read that it's just deluding, the mode of ignorance, like procrastination, lot of intoxication, lot of sleep, and these are actually bad habits. Without Krishna, they things like what this Hare Krishna people are doing. They do not have any work. They are just doing like Hare Krishna. They leave everything. They leave meat. They live luxurious life. They are not going to the bar. they're not going partying, just Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. What they're doing? Look at me. I want to live like a king size. Like it says, live life like a king size. But they don't know when the death will come and then they had to leave this world. So that is all tamasic tamasic mentality, tamasic mode of ignorance, tamasic, and their happiness is also like it's dark, like sleeping. Like, okay, today I do not have work, I'll sleep until 12 noon in the day. No, you have to be disciplined. Okay, today Saturday is a holiday, Saturday, Sundays holidays here. Okay, at least Sunday is
Yes,
holiday.
some people like sleep, Mataji.
Yeah,
I
people like sleep, but
sleep.
yeah,
I
you can
know
sleep but not.
one of my friend. I called her at 10 o'clock. She says like I sleep till 12 o'clock. I said like
Yeah, yeah,
wow.
yeah.
So when do they get up? When do they brush their teeth? Oh my God! My Prabhuji gets up at 5:30. Prabhuji 5 a.m. He'll get up. I don't know. We are used to that getting up early in the morning,
Hmm.
doing cleaning the house. Worshipping the God.
Yeah,
But I don't know.
that is
People
that
sleep
is
till 12 o'clock, Mataji. They like to sleep. Okay, of course, if
yeah.
you are sick, okay, Mataji, that's understandable.
Yeah, sick is no, definitely understandable. No, but for the holiday time, yes, you can sleep little late. You can wake up little
No,
late.
get up
But
and prepare the breakfast, have shower, do the prasadam, and then you can go to sleep in the afternoon one
nap.
hour. That's okay. But not
Yeah.
sleeping till 12 o'clock, not having brushing the teeth. Oh my God, no, Prabhuji. No, Mataji, I don't want to do that.
Yes, I know.
It's
So
crazy.
that is actually Mataji the happiness. They feel they are happy by sleeping. So
Yes,
that is
yes,
actually laziness, and
yeah.
or or sometimes intoxication. Go to bar, drink, etc.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
think
yeah.
it's a
They
life.
will do that also, Mataji. Every weekend they want to drink some alcohol.
Yeah,
What is the fun? I
yeah.
don't know, Mataji, in that. I
Yes,
hate that
Mataji.
smell, Mataji. What?
Yeah, yes, Mataji. Many
But we
people
cannot,
does also.
as Sridham Prabhuji said, we cannot change. We try to do we do our part, but it's left to them. We cannot
Yeah,
change nobody, Mataji, in this material world.
yes, yeah. So that's why like we are in Krishna consciousness to help
Help.
others who are in, yeah. And
Uh-huh.
actually this tamasic happiness leads to ignorance and illusion, and
Yeah.
and it degrades our consciousness. Definitely it degrades because
Mhm.
if our consciousness is totally gone, and it will take away from Krishna. This
Yes.
tamasic happiness is so bad, it will take
Uh-huh.
us away from Krishna, which is dangerous. Dangerous.
Yeah.
So,
Yes, Mataji.
therefore, yeah, therefore, the comparison of these three types is, so Satya is or mode of goodness, purify, elevate someone, and it is eternal. This happiness. Rajasic happiness is exciting at the beginning, but it is temporary, but it binds someone, like always attached with something, gaining something, always as in a in the need of gain something, get something from that. And tamasic, just we read, is that deluding, degrading, and destructive. It's totally destructive, deluding, and degrading. It's very bad, this happiness in the mode of ignorance. Therefore, in our in the life, how we can apply to get the sattvic happiness by practicing discipline. Sadhana is very important, which at the beginning may be hard, but we have to try slowly. Like we have to take baby steps to discipline our life. It's very important, and we should control our senses. It is not very easy, but with practice, with following life of acharyas, following the gurus, how they are doing it, or following a senior devotees who are very disciplined, we can just able to follow their footsteps, and that way we can change our life. It is possible if we want. Desire is also very important. If we have the desire, then we can do it. It is possible for us to do it. And also we have to avoid laziness and intoxication. It's very important. No procrastination and no intoxication to anything. Like I'm too attached to something. No, this is bad. So always have to balance our life, and also we have to cultivate spiritual knowledge that we are doing every day. In the morning and afternoon we are reading scriptures. Daytime we have to work, yes, of course, because Krishna says that you have to do your duty. You cannot escape from your duty. So that's why we have to do our prescribed duties as a grihastha. Also at the same time we have to cultivate our spiritual knowledge. It is important. So, and the conclusion from this 3 verses are that true happiness lies in the sattva or Krishna consciousness. So through consciousness we should connect to Krishna through our consciousness. And we also learn that rajas and tamas lead to suffering. And what is our goal should be? To transcend gunas through devotion. So we have to transcend gunas, means we will change our rajas and tamas gunas to mode of goodness. So all of us have some mode of some rajasic gunas, tamasic gunas and sattva gunas, but we should predominate the sattva gunas in ourselves. That is our duty. When we feel that no, this is kind of tamasic, what we are doing, it's not tamas, it is tamasic, or what we are doing now, it's rajasic. So that is us. We have to change our gunas from tamasic and rajasic to sattvic. That is our duty, and it will come through devotion. Without devotion it's not possible. Through devotion it will come. And engage in bhakti yoga for lasting bliss. So we have to engage in bhakti yoga. Bhakti yoga is the highest one. With bhakti, with love for Krishna, with service, whatever service we want, we can do. Who is good in cooking, they can cook. Who are good in bringing groceries to the temple, they can do it. Who are good in cleaning, they can be a cleaner. Who are good in preaching, talking to people, encouraging them to read books, encouraging them to come to the program, they can do that. So there are a lot of service we can do it. And in our center there are a lot of work going on and needs a lot of volunteers. Our Subal Prabhuji is all the time he is actually helping, like his service is like 24/7. But we all should also contribute whenever necessary for our to increase our service there. So I don't know what's the time now. Let's see the time. 8:54. Okay, so I can share the last one. That's a very wonderful verse by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's a Sikshashtakam, first verse, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says about this wonderful verse. I'm just reading the verse. चेतदर्पणमार्जनं भवमहादवाग्निनिर्वापनं श्रेयाकैरवचन्द्रिकावितारणं विद्या वधूजीवनम् आनन्दं बुद्धिवर्धनं प्रतिपदं पूर्णमृतस्वादनम् सर्वात्मा स्नपानं परं विजयते श्रीकृष्ण sankirtanam. This is a very wonderful verse by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He wrote this Sikshashtakam. In this Ashtakam, this is the first verse. So in translation, I am reading this. Let there be all victory for the chanting of the holy name of Lord Krishna, which can cleanse the mirror of the heart and stop the miseries of the blazing fire of material existence. That chanting is the waxing moon that spreads the white lotus of good fortune for all living entities. It is the life and soul of all education. The chanting of the holy name of Krishna expands the blissful ocean of transcendental life. It gives a cooling effect to everyone and enables one to taste full nectar at every step. So, this holy name of Lord Krishna chanting will cleanse the mirror of the heart, Cheta Darpana Marjanam, and it will stop the miseries of the blazing fire of material existence. So, it is so important. It is so important. This chanting the holy name actually give us the ocean of transcendental life. So, this is so important to chant the holy name. Through chanting the holy name, we able to get that spiritual happiness one day, and that time we'll have the higher test. We call, there is a book by Prabhupada, higher test. Higher test means that time will not hanker for those temporary happiness, but will hanker for that spiritual happiness, that spiritual joy, which will take us to back to Godhead. So I am stopping here. Devotees, any comments, anything would like to add? Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Mataji, very nice. I think you explained everything very well. There is a verse in the Bhagavad Gita which comes earlier, uh, which says, what is daylight for an enlightened person is darkness uh, for the ignorant, and what is darkness for the enlightened person is daylight. So I think that verse is quite relevant and to all our discussion here. So I liked what you showed just now from the Chaitanya Charitamrita, and it's a beautiful verse. Uh, and in addition, the very first verse we read, where the mode of goodness is initially like poison, and later on it's like nectar, and that is so true. And I personally can attach to that. It's because I can, that's the struggle that we all, to some extent or the other, go through. There's so many rules and regulations. We have to follow all these. But as you keep following, as you already explained, they become easier and easier, and we understand and more through the scriptures why we are actually doing it. So I think that's a wonderful verse, in my opinion. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji, so much. Anyone else would like to add anything? Any comment? Is anything? So I just have 1 minute. So what do you think about the discipline in our life? How difficult or how easy it is every day to discipline our life according to Srila Prabhupada and his teachings? Anyone wants to say something? How do you feel about the difficulty?
I could say something, Montague.
Sure, please.
Yeah, just kind of from earlier, like I started not eating meat again, and just like I used to drink coffee all the time. I used to drink like energy drinks, you know, and but I would still feel so tired, so tired. And then so I started stopped drinking those and stopped eating meat and just kind of started eating cleaner and everything. And then I was like, all right, well, I was drinking soda still, and some sodas have caffeine and everything.
Yeah.
So so then so then I was like, all right, I went to the store, and instead of getting the one that I normally get, I got one that doesn't have caffeine. So it was like, one more step, and it's like just every day with every class and everything, just makes me feel closer and just helps me find more guidance.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah, honesty is very important. We all have some, like I used to drink tea, and I left, and 1 week after I left drinking tea, so 1 week, entire week I had a headache. Entire week, 1 week, just 1 week, and after that I'm fine. I was fine. Like I had no problem. Now I'm just every day morning with herbal tea. I'm taking ginger, honey, etc. And it's so soothing. I feel like wow, why I was taking tea, and it's long time. Like I used to have tea for um, but it's okay now. So everything, and especially at work, it actually people ask me, oh, you don't drink coffee? I said no. Don't you drink tea? Because you Asian, they drink tea. I said no, I'm also, I don't drink tea. I just drink herbal coffee. Sorry, herbal tea. So that's all practice actually. Everything. Yes, Prabhuji, please.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Mataji. I'm very, very
Dhanavad Pranam,
happy
Prabhuji.
about your wonderful words, golden words. Mataji, just now you have requested me to do to speak about discipline. Without discipline for human being and also our devotees, there is no the meaning of life. That is
Yeah.
the just now you told that of tea. Mataji, when I have not visited our ISKCON temple, Bangalore, at 1996, Mataji. I used to take meat, but I am not having any drinking habits. But I used to take non-vegetarian, we are Shudras. Out of 365 days, I used to take no day, no nothing. But after the joining in ISKCON, now I became vegetarian since 25 years, Mataji. So we should have discipline, especially our devotees. Without discipline, there is no the meaning of life. It is in my poor knowledge, with my poor knowledge, Mataji. Please, Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Yes, yes, Prabhuji. Very true. Without discipline, it's not possible. Discipline is very important. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so
Hare
much.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, devotees. Thanks for joining. We are ending the discussion for today. Again, we'll meet tomorrow. Vancha kalpataru bhaishya kripa sindhu bhaivacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
Hare
ISKCON Temple
Krishna,
devotees
Dandavat.
ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Saraswati Mataji ki jai,
Okay,
Subal
boss.
Prabhu ji ki jai, Raghu